Hey guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be showing you guys some neat features within the 12W37A snapshot that was released yesterday. And if you guys haven't seen my review of that snapshot, then be sure to check out the link in the description below or the annotation at the end of the video. Both will lead you out to that video. But one of the features that was added in with the 12W37A snapshot is the ability to customize Superflat maps. So if I go into here and then go to Superflat, you can see that now there is a customize button. And the way that this works essentially in a nutshell is it allows you to customize every layer of a Superflat map. So you can't generate cave systems or anything like that on command, or randomized chance of things generating or anything like that. But it allows you to modify the layers. And if you know where the Superflat map, it's the bottom layer is bedrock, then followed by 2 layers of dirt, then the top layer is grass. So that's how a Superflat map works. And currently these two buttons are disabled, the add layer and edit layer. But if you want to edit them for yourselves, then all you have to do is hit the presets button, and then up here you just have to type in the correct numbers. So basically what you want to do is you want to start with the bottom layer. So let's just say I want to create a world that has bedrock, then 3 layers of air, and then layer of sand on top to create like a sand derp world. Then all you have to do is you hit 7, comma, then you want the number of layers first, so 3x0, so 3 layers of 0, and then 12. And then if I go ahead and I hit use preset, it'll tell you what you have set. So in case you screw it up, you can go in and you can modify it later. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 different ones like this, and this is the first one, sand falling fun. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to generate this here, and we're going to mess around with some here. Some include TNT, and some of these will lag your computer out like crazy. So I thought I would forewarn you about this now. So if we go ahead and we create the world, I believe by default, unless you're near like a village or something like that, if a village does happen to generate nearby, all of the sand might fall. But all I have to do is hit out this block, and then all of the sand is going to start falling. Yeah. And it's not going to lag too much, though my frame rate is dropping a little bit. But it's honestly not dropping that much because the sand is not falling into oblivion. It's just falling and then stopping. So yeah, see oh my god, my frame rate just took a really big dip. Okay, let me go ahead and let me hit escape here, because I really hope that my game is not crashing. It very well may be. Yeah, I'm just even my computer sometimes can really derp Minecraft out super hardcore. I went down to 2 frames a second there. I'm just kind of waiting. You can kind of see it's updating here. Okay, there we go. So now you can see everything has started to work again. Okay, I really need to exit out of this map now. It's just loading way too much. Okay, so at least I got out of it at this point. So this is definitely one of the things that can lag you out, though it's fun to mess with. And if you get way ahead of the actual sand falling, like if you go way past it, then there's a chance that you might not lag out too badly. So that's one of them. Another one that I'm going to show you guys here, let me go ahead and go into customize here. I actually have these ready to copy down, so I'm just going to go ahead and I am going to go to the presets here, and I'm going to put this in. And what this is going to do, it's going to create a sand launching derp. I actually don't need the pressure plates because there's 4 layers of sand there, so I'm going to remove that. So let's just go ahead and let's spawn this up here. And then this is going to create a derp in its own league. This one has to be my favorite one. I think you can add more layers of sand if you want to, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give myself a redstone torch here, and we are going to watch the fun begin. Yeah. This is going to get dangerous really fast. I can tell. Okay, sand is flying everywhere. We need to get up and away from the explosion. Like, the frame rate is going down a lot, but as you can see, since I'm getting far away, my frame rate recovers a little bit. And if I stay far away from the explosion, you'll be able to see all of the sand that is kind of derping around. A lot of them will be actually sliding because the game is lagging so badly. And if you go closer to the explosion, then for a short amount of time, you won't receive much lag from the TNT explosion. But I'm monitoring my frame rate here. See, as soon as I start dipping below like 20 is when I know that I'm too close to it. But yeah, you can have a lot of fun with this. And that center area where the spawn is will not be unlaggy for a while. It's kind of insane. It's really fun to mess around with. You just have to be really careful as far as lag goes. But if you want to see all of the sand flying around and all the derpiness, if you've ever wanted to grief an entire world endlessly in an infinite, all the way up to 30 million blocks, well, there you go. You've just griefed 30 million square blocks or meters, because each block is a meter. You've just griefed 30 million square meters. Yeah. I hope you're proud of yourself. So anyways, moving on here. I'm going to show you guys one that is actually really not all that laggy at all. This one I believe anyone could do, because it's not something that causes an infinite chain reaction, but it causes a just kind of a cool chain reaction. It can happen for like up to a minute or so. But if I go ahead and I use this preset here, you can see that the bottom is sticky pistons, and I should really note that it is sticky pistons with a colon and then 1, which means they will be facing up, which is a necessity to make this work. So you can't just type in sticky pistons and have it work. And by the way, I am going to have all of these things that I'm pasting in the description below. So it's going to be one layer of sticky pistons, sand, and then a pressure plate. So let's go ahead and let's generate it up here, and we will see what happens. It's kind of neat. Again, it's nothing too major, but it's just fun to mess around with. Okay, so as you can see here, yeah, see, it can go very, very slowly. It's best done on a large scale, but essentially all it's doing is you're activating, yeah, there we go. It's happening kind of good now. It can really do, like, it can do well up to, like, a full chunk or something like that, if you're lucky. But as you can see here, it's just activating the pressure plates and then pushing them out. But the act of them being pushed out is causing them to get pushed onto other pressure plates. Though the only thing that's kind of making this not work as well as it could is because the items are combining. Ever since, I believe it was with the 1.3 update, items themselves will tend to combine in their spot. And it kind of ruins the effect a little bit. But, yeah, if you are bored and have, like, ADD or something, or even OCD, and you want to clear out the entire world or something, then you can go ahead and you can do that. You can have fun with this one. And again, it's not going to cause much lag because it's not an infinite chain reaction. It's just a reaction that'll happen for a good anywhere between 10 and 50 blocks or so. So anyways, moving on here. This one is by far my favorite one. And this is one that I just kind of thought up earlier. I'm sure other people have thought of it before me, but every single one of these that I've shown off, these are things that either I've thought of or friends of mine have thought of that I discussed these with. But this one's my favorite one. This one I figured out no more than 30 minutes ago. This one is essentially... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I might have actually derped that a little bit. Let's paste that again. 7, 2x3, 2, 6, semicolon 1. Let's get rid of that. I'm trying to figure out what 6 is. I think... it needs to be, yeah, I think that should do it. There we go. So bedrock, dirt, grass block, oak sapling. Yeah, this is going to be amazing. So what this does, well, you can kind of imagine. When I first spawned this, I feared that all of the oak saplings would automatically pop out of the ground, but they fortunately do not. And it'll happen any second now. You can see there's one tree out in the distance there. And it's slow. Oh, there we go. There's another tree. There's another tree. It is a forest that is blooming. It is the first day of the earth. This is how all Minecraft worlds begin. Not really. But if I were to keep flying out here, I would eventually run into an NPC village because they can spawn, even though the top layer is all oak saplings here. But they will spawn. But yeah, if you stay in the forest long enough, you will witness an entire forest get birthed before your very eyes. Like, all you have to do is just wait here for a little bit. And yeah, I dare someone to do survival like this. Like, even though, well, because there are NPC villages, there is, you know, ways to get diamonds and whatnot. So I dare one of you to do just like a one-off episode of you starting a survival series in something like this. Even go and add things like coal and whatnot into your world. Have some fun with this one because it won't cause any lag, really. It's just a lot of tree growth. As long as all of the trees don't go popping out of the ground or anything like that, which they're not going to. Then you will be all set. Alright, so the last one that I'm going to show you guys is just a plain old TNT Barrage. I'm just so tempted to stay in this world and just watch this all happen. But I suppose I can let you guys do that for yourselves. If you guys want to do this for yourselves, if you guys want to know what options to put in, then be sure to check out the description below and look for the one that says Tree Growth Insanity. So moving on to the very last one here, let's check out just a regular plain old TNT Barrage to end it all off. So going into creative here, then customize, go to presets, and then this is what I want to put in. So 7 is the bottom layer, 46 is the layer above it, which is TNT, then the layer above that is grass, and the layer above that is wooden pressure plates. And as you can see here, that fits perfectly. Let's go ahead and let's hit done, and let's hit create new world, and let's have ourselves some fun. Let's do this again. Yeah, unless you can fly up quickly enough. Okay, I need to fly away quickly though. Yep, it's just raw TNT insanity, no sand or anything like that. It can be a little less laggy. I do have to get a fair distance away, but once the TNT once I'm not loading the TNT that's out in the way distance there, you can kind of see here, it's not being quite as laggy. You can see that, you know, before I was dropping to like 10 frames a second, but as long as I stay a fair distance away from it, then yeah, it stays relatively unlaggy. though the chunks themselves are a little bit slow to update. As you can see here, there's TNT that was flying out in this direction, but it hasn't updated yet just because of the amount of lag. So yeah, if you guys want to mess around with this for yourselves, and be sure to download the latest snapshot. The link is going to be in the description below for my review of the snapshot, and if you guys come up with anything that is really super awesome, then be sure to leave it in a comment in the comment section down below, and I may consider using it in maybe another video featuring these, some of the really clever ones. I think that would be really cool, showing off some maybe like a Rube Goldberg device. I can't imagine how many layers you could do of a Rube Goldberg device, but hey, who knows? I know there are some clever cats out there who would be able to think of some really good stuff. So anyways, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. And I'm going to go into the center of all this, which is really going to bid me farewell. Thanks so much for watching.